maybe the last time I did VibeHauss. I went in there like, all right, I got this Caribbean shit, I got this Afrobeat shit, I gotta do some ratchet shit, and then it was just like, I'm damn near think good.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really go back to the
Yeah.
Afrobeat shit.
Yeah.
So I had to stay on the hip hop, but I wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah.
And then the hip hop people that I seen there wasn't the. I don't think you know the type of ghetto shit I know. You know what I'm saying? So
that is.
I have to like.
There's a lot of mental gymnastics that be happening, for sure.
I love seeing this nigga in his nerd element. I know it's there because I be seeing the content and shit. I'm like, oh, that's my guy.
You know, the thing is, though, what I don't like about his nerd element is he's a perfectionist. And so that delays some things of like coming out. I'm like, just do it already. Like, just finish it. No, it needs to be just like this and that. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm dead.
Like this mix that you're supposed to put out since you.
Oh, I'm playing it. I gotta play this for you. I gotta play this for you.
I'm like, this mix should have been out already. Oh, I still need to do this, and I still need to. You did it live. Like, why?
It's but you gotta understand. I'm turning the mix into what's it called? Like I made a DJ. Like I did a little routine and I mixed some songs together, and now I'm turning around and I'm making it into an actual like
song.
remix.
Yeah.
Song, yeah.
Nigga, put that shit on.
You said put that shit out. Quit playing.
You can make it a song after, bro.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It's already on. It's already on YouTube. It's already on. What's it called?
It's on IG, but I still feel like you could at least release like.
I'm about to put it on. I'm getting it so I can. I really want to release it as a NFT.
You see, this is the overthinking I'm talking about.
What?
This is the overthinking I'm talking about. Come on. What's going on with this live?
Need to do one last thing because you want to.
Don't be that person.
You want to.
That dog mind his business, huh?
Dog is.
He be so chill.
It's just he's chill, but like he's getting old and it's a lot of stress now. So.
How old is he?
It's about 13, 14
years. Shit.
Yeah. So.
Where'd you live before here?
Shit, everywhere. So I was born and raised in the Caribbean. Then I lived in Europe as a teenager, and then I moved to Florida for college. And then I just moving from city to city for work. But right before here, I was living in Chicago for like almost 5 years.
I fuck with Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago's like one of my favorite cities in America.
It's just lit. It's always something to do. It's hella beautiful. And they take the summer serious.
I literally he went to Chicago for the first time last year, and I was like, you have to go back in the summertime because I don't think people realize. To me, Chicago has the best summer in America. So I don't think people realize.
Detroit is up there too.
I heard Detroit is also growing because the city's putting money to it, you know. But I'm just like, I don't think people realize like what's like the programming in Chicago. You have so many options of festivals, just festivals for the weekend. Like,
you know, I played Lollapalooza 2 times.
You did,
bro.
Yeah.
That's a huge deal.
I got a video. I think.
What? Yeah. That is literally. I went to Lollapalooza every year that I lived in Chicago.
Yeah.
There we go.
How you spell Lollapalooza?
LOLLA.
Alright, there we go. We can stream. You can't start.
Then we gonna do one streaming? Or how many streams are we doing?
We're live on. We're live on. What's it called? I'm about to start the stream right now.
I went dumb on them niggas too. I gotta show you. I played a song they didn't bite. I had to switch that bitch up too. Cause I play the same song.
What? You remember what stage you were on? That looks like one of the main stages.
Yeah. I did it 3 times. Cause I did play them.
Oh shit! That's wild.
I think this was the one that they didn't bite on, and then I had to switch it up. Oh no, I played a Yeet song. You know who Yeet is? It's an artist that was. This one, they didn't like this one. It didn't go off like I thought. They was fucking with it a little bit. This one I got it.
What year was this? You remember?
One year ago.
Oh, this was last year?
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Yeah, Lola is.
But
Yeah.
we good.
Oh yeah.
We are live.
We are live.
Should I go live on mine or no?
Yeah.
What I can do actually is
If
if you know how to log in, if you remember your password.
It'd be the same with everybody.
Nah, you know what? Fuck it, cause I'll just put this out. We can just collab on.
Yeah,
clips
yeah,
and shit.
yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
sir.
Cool. We live on YouTube.
We live on YouTube.
We live on IG.
I do want to tweet it out though.
Alright.
How do I find it? VibeHauss.
And then I'll text you the link right now too.
How come I don't see it on IG? Oh, I see it on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. The app that we use to do the multi-stream is glitchy sometimes.
Okay. Real. Cause I wanna I see we have some people join. Alright, cool. Cool beans. Oh, he needs to tweet it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna tweet it out real quick.
So
For whatever it's worth, this shit. One more thing. I never did a live. Share. Is Instagram an option?
Yeah.
Oh, boom.
But you gotta go to his Instagram because it's streaming from OMG.
Yeah.
Prince.
This thing is weird. Okay.
Which is fine.
I'm about to start it from VibeHauss too.
Alright.
I'm ready.
Okay. Hello.
What to do?
You can hear us good?
Mhm.
Alright, cool. Alright, Doggy.
Yes.
I looked you up on LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn? That's where you started?
I did. I looked you up on LinkedIn because I was like, man, I see you be doing so much different things.
Yeah.
the cultural commissioner. Oh, is that how I say it?
I'm a commissioner called Cultural Affairs.
Okay, all right.
For City of Oakland.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
You also a creative director.
Yeah, Black Citizens, which is a nonprofit in San Francisco, also out of the VibeHauss that does activations in Oakland and San Francisco.
All right, that's a pretty huge deal.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you are a legendary DJ.
That part. Yeah. I'm an assembly district delegate for the state of California too.
See, listen, I didn't even get the full resume. I studied this yesterday, and I didn't get the full resume right.
Yeah. Yeah, nah. I'm just out here.
Okay, so what made you want to be so involved with the city things?
I just care about Oakland. Like I have a weird love for Oakland, and I've just been on tour for the last 10 years, and I'm like, I'm here. And I want to serve and been before. You know, a lot of my career, and I'm like, it can't always be about me. Like, how can I at least use what I've earned, what I've built in the DJ and the music world? How do I use that in this space to support my city?
Yeah.
Support other young Dagas and other young princes that are coming up.
Yeah. What do you think of the issues that Oakland needs to address right now in terms of the young Dagas and the young generation in general coming up?
I think they need to support the youth a little bit more. They need to support the arts a little bit more, and they need to support the culture. Like before we started this, we were talking about how Chicago pours into culture and pours into music festivals, and they support their industry and their nightlife and their social scenes. And I think we just don't support it at all. And we'd expect it to just thrive because it has been thriving, but right now, I think more importantly than ever, we need to support that because everything is being stripped of the Bay Area, especially Oakland, and the only thing we have is culture and the arts and the music that makes us who we are, and we have to invest in that. And if we don't invest in it now, we're gonna have to spend hundreds of $millions to invest in it to rebuild tourism and stuff in 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is probably a 10-year marketing project. And it's gonna be several $1 million.
Yeah.
So we can support it now or we can pay heck of money later.
Yeah.
You know, like Detroit. They spending a lot of money on supporting the arts and creating this thing. Detroit is killing us in terms of culture and highlighting what they had there. So.
And Detroit is a Cinderella story, because if anyone knows the history of Detroit and the issues that Detroit has faced over I don't know how many decades now, to see what they're doing for the city of Detroit and basically rebranding it as a city to come to versus a city to abandon. Yeah, that's a huge deal.
I mean, it's the Bay Area, but at the end of the day, do we have to let it get to Detroit before we before we start supporting this stuff? And I get it. When there's budgets and things of that nature and budget cuts, the first thing you think of is cut the fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's believe it or not, a lot of stuff thrives around the fun stuff. Yeah. You can't build a building if there's nowhere for them to kick it or hang out. And we don't pair those two, the importance of that relationship enough. You know what I'm saying?
And so how do you think your experience in the entertainment industry is helping, push the culture, push arts in Oakland and the Bay in particular?
In terms of the political space or the government space?
Yeah.
I mean, me being there is just shows people like me that we can be in these spaces. And there's not like a type of person that can run for this, or there's not like a type of person. So it's showing the people, it's showing like the regular people like myself that this is an option of things you can do, and it's showing the city government that these people exist, because creatives don't exist to them. So it's easy to cut whatever they're talking about and we need to cut money, let's cut them, but because they don't know we exist. So being present and being at these meetings, or just being a figurehead of this community, shows them that we exist. You know what I'm saying?
I love that, because it's like you kind of a representative now.
Yeah.
Like you're representing an industry that isn't really speaking for themselves in those spaces.
Yeah.
At this point.
I feel like for the last 20 years, I've been like the representative of Oakland outside of Oakland. But now, within the last year, I'm like representing Oakland in Oakland.
That's dope.
Representing like a small, not even a small group of people, but like a unheard group of people. Which for us is everything, but for them in these buildings, it's like they don't even know. You know?
Yeah, that's a fact. So I want to switch it up a bit, because I want to dive into like the music, the DJing, everything. So let me start with rapid questions. Favorite genre of music right now?
Dancehall.
Speaking to my heart. Listen, I'm like, my biggest saying, if they let Vibes Cartel free, I don't know what's gonna happen to Afrobeats.
I thought he was almost free or something.
No, not yet.
What happened like a month ago?
Yeah, that was in the UK court. What they're trying to do is see how they're going to address it in Jamaica court after it went to the Court of Appeal in the UK. It looks promising, but I'm saying if Cartel gets free, I don't know what's gonna happen to Afrobeats anymore. I'm just putting that out there, but
I'm telling you, you're not getting. If you give it to Nigerians, they're never gonna give it back. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be very hard. But I mean, Even hip hop when Afrobeat kind of like, I feel like when it kind of overtook hip hop. When they said hip hop is dead, which is never gonna be dead.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, you don't want to give the spotlight to Nigerian niggas.
Yeah.
Because they're never gonna give it back.
Yeah.
And you thought you was nigging, these are like extreme niggas.
Yes.
You will never get your bitch back.
No.
Literally.
That's a good. And I wanna talk about Afrobeats in a second. But what's your favorite artist right now?
Ooh. Some dude that I found online called Be Different.
Be Different?
Yeah.
What genre of music they do?
Rap music.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like this. I like that dude. Be Different. I like in terms of Afro. I mean, in terms of yeah, I like Be Different. I'm not really on the Afrobeat this month. But I love Asake. That's like one of my favorite.
Yes.
Who else? I love Portable. That's like one of my favorite artists. I be listening to weird shit, bro. I damn near, I like Small Doctor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who else? I don't know. I think that's it.
That's all right. That's good. What? All right. So I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. In the past forget it. In 2024, we've seen a lot of industry beef. We've seen the Drake and Kendrick. Now even Davido and Wizkid. I mean, I feel like the list goes on. You know, even locally we got beef. You know, right? Like, what do you think about this competition in the industry? Do you think it is healthy to help move a certain culture? Do you think there's winners or is only losers when people are beefing?
I think, I think, I don't know. I've asked myself that same question. I do. At first, I didn't like the Kendrick and Drake beef, and I was just like, why are these men writing poems to each other? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was weird to me. And then as it goes on, I'm like, damn, we really needed that reset that Kendrick Lamar did, and we needed him to like deconstruct what Drake is because we have always thought that it was the pinnacle, and he just deconstructed that.
Yeah.
And we needed that, which is going to open up the floodgates for a lot of different types of music.
Yeah.
You know, so I think from that perspective, I think it was beautiful, and I think that it is about to lead to like any type of genre to flourish right now because we don't have like there's no hierarchy, there's no like there's no peak of music. You know what I'm saying? It's like we don't. Our reference is Drake.
Yeah.
So everything we do is to reach Drake because we're mirroring ourselves over Drake.
Yeah.
But when Kendrick deconstructed that, there's nothing right now to mirror ourselves as a top artist. So now we can just do shit.
You know, I think it fostered a necessary conversation for hip hop and rap as a genre of music. Because you see the new generation arguing certain things that are different from like older generations, and I'm saying new generation very loosely, like it's Gen Z and younger, you know, millennials and older, and there's a clear divide of like what constitutes good music, and I think this was necessary to have that conversation, especially in hip hop. And last year was 50 years of hip hop, and they didn't touch any billboards. This year, that beef put hip hop to the top charts automatically.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, these people can tell you what's hot, and hip hop is not like this. Like, nigga, this is a feeling, homie.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that this is this is hip hop is not at the peak, but for you. That's making money off these people, but for me, my relationship with hip hop has never changed. And it doesn't change based on like you getting money. Like the first artist I named, I know you never heard of that.
Exactly.
It's like my relationship with the hip hop does not change because you niggas ain't getting money. You know what I'm saying? So.
Now that's real. The Vito and Wizkid beef threw me by surprise because I think with any relatively new genre, you need kind of like a unity front. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people recognize how big Nigeria is though. Like, it is a huge country with an extremely bigger population. It is the biggest population in Africa. And however, you have like two greats beefing. Do you think that would have an impact on Afrobeats?
It won't. It's not going to have an impact on Afrobeats, but I just feel like we don't, as Nigerians, as Africans, we don't have to inherit everything from the Western culture. You know what I'm saying? Like we had. What is making us different? Like niggas got on chains and shit, and like y'all look like little dirt. There's nothing that make. That's why I love Burna Boy so much because he still embodies that. He's still getting his clothes tailored. But everybody else, y'all just hip hop. In Africa. I mean, in Yoruba or wherever y'all speak, we don't have to inherit everything. But if y'all don't like each other, I can't tell you not to diss him because I would diss him too if I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's the healthiest thing. But respect. If he says something about you, get at that. You know, but I don't like it personally. For us as African music, fans of Afrobeats, I'm like, bro. Y'all too tight, bro. All y'all tight, and even just having these conversations is like chipping away at your greatness. Like Wizkid is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Davido is amazing. These people inspire everybody. Niggas getting money in Nigeria and all over Africa because what y'all do. And if I have this conversation, I'm Wizkid FC, and bro, like that's lame. You know, but Nigeria has a lot of fan input. The fans have too much input.
So, explain to me, how would you describe yourself as a DJ? Like, what would be, like, your brand? What technique you would lead with? Like, what do you want people to actually, like, know that you're good at?
I don't. A good time. Like
Mm.
you're gonna know it's a good time when you're here.
Okay.
Like I don't have like a genre. I have a few genres that I do, and I don't do anything out of that. Outside of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm not like I'm going to be doing a wedding this summer, but it's for a friend of mine that I just mess with heck of tough. But like that's not my thing. I'm not trying to be like the Walmart of DJing.
Yeah.
I want to be like a boutique store, you know. So but that's cool for me because I have a collective of DJs.
Mm-hmm.
So if you try to book me for something that I'm not good at, I'm going to hand it off to
someone.
Red Corvette or a
see.
male or something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, just a good time. Like I don't have a style that I can define, but there's going to be a lot of cross cultures.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be you're not going to get a segment.
Yeah.
If you listen to me play, like you're not going to get a reggae or dancehall segment or
yeah.
or top 40 segment or underground hip hop segment. They're all going to be together.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to play them consecutively.
Yeah.
Like I might go on a few song run, but we're going back to something extremely opposite of that. So
I like that. So like this is a good segue for what you think is happening in the Bay in terms of DJing. Because before we went on camera, we spoke extensively about how it is a hard environment for DJs to express creativity in audiences that are highly expecting like, you know, a certain sequential order of music or they want to hear just this. And so a couple questions on that for you, like with your own brand, how do you overcome those types of challenges when you're working in those audiences? And then two, do you think that the Bay Area audience is trainable? Can you train them to enjoy other things that they're not used to enjoying?
You can train them. Hold on, let's do this question separately because what's the first one? Remember.
How do you overcome the challenge of people having an expectation of what you're supposed to DJ?
Well, for me personally, you have to go into it identifying what type of DJ you want to be.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like sometimes I can play Afro beats like anybody else, but I didn't come in defining myself as an Afrobeat artist. So it's hard for me. I don't get booked for Afrobeat shit, but I'm pretty competitive at the genre. Like you know what I'm saying? But I didn't establish myself like that. So even experimental music, I didn't establish myself as an experimental artist, like that plays mashups and shit. But I also have 60 mixes of like alt music on SoundCloud. So if you and there's some people that only like that for me.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's just imperative that you define what type of DJ you want to be, and you'll get gigs like that. You know, if they like, oh, if I'm doing like an R&B party, no one's gonna be like, yeah, let me hit Dage up. No one's doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know who to hit up that fits that. So, I think in the Bay Area you just have to, and anywhere you just have to define how do you want to be your brand of DJing.
And then, do you think that you can train audiences out here?
Well, here's the trick to the Bay Area. It's like, and I've been telling all of my friends this. You have to understand that the Bay Area is bigger than your Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? So I have a brand called Brown Sugar that I can be my experimental self.
Okay.
And there's people that will come in my other parties that have no idea that this exists.
Yeah.
So there's other people that are more accepting of different, more experimental music, and they're here.
Yeah.
You just have to find them and market to them because they're looking for you as well. but you can't train people that have been listening to the same thing every day. Like I can't go into my Halloween party and be like, yep, let me just play this new shit because they didn't sign up for that.
Yeah.
But I can create another brand, and I think somebody like Drew Banga is doing that right now. It's like, you know me for this, but let me create this other brand so I can get that other shit off, and I'm starting it with this type of music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to subject my core audience with this shit that I like. I'm going to create something else. And I'm inviting my core audience too.
Yeah.
But it's something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I like the gems that you just put down because it does come across like when you're in larger crowds that people are just wanting the same thing. But you do have like niches of crowds that are still out here.
And it's not even a niche because check this out. I can't play no Black Coffee in the club.
Yeah.
But he just filled up front of our closet. So clearly somebody wants to hear interesting music.
Exactly.
You just have to find those people.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. That's dope. So like there's a lot going on in the Bay in terms of events. And I feel like with events and with DJing, you know, personal opinion, it's just a really competitive culture. Do you think that the competition is healthy for the Bay? Or do you think like, you know, there needs to be a little bit more like unity in order to move an agenda for culture, for entertainment, for everybody to eat and learn from each other?
I like competition a lot. Like I'm a fan of competition for anything. Like I'm a competitive person, so I do like the competition. But also, it is a lot. It's a lot right now, but it's only a lot because the DJs run the show. And DJs want to DJ all the time. So we want to DJ Monday to Monday. You know what I'm saying? So us being curators, you're going to get it at a faster pace than you probably should if there was a promoter and DJ, and the promoter was like curating it and creating an experience, and then the DJ was coming. But people like us, we want to DJ every day, so we can throw a party every day, which will water it down. And everybody's a DJ, so we realize, we can make our own money, so it's hard to. So every DJ has to throw his own party. There's not a promoter that My Emotion and Personal Touch Entertainment where they work symbiotic and then they create shit. It's like, shit, if I want to get booked, I start off like that. Y'all not booking me, so I'm just gonna throw my own party. Yeah. But now you have 100 million trillion parties. Yeah. But I don't know. Like this I mean, the party scene right now for me it's only weird because no one's elevating it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like everybody's just taking turns at this space. Yeah. It's like, we're at the pineapple room today. It's like whose turn is it at the pineapple room? There's not anybody. There's no. That's that guy's club that he always programs at or this. So everything seems the same. Yeah. No one's party seems different, and there's no innovation. Yeah. It's interesting because there is like a level of constraintness with venues as well. Yeah, yeah. And I hear like, you know, it's like, for example, like it's about to be summertime. We can literally name on two hands the number of outdoor venues that's available between San Francisco and Oakland. Yeah. Like it's just like there's a limitation to certain things, but there's a limitation. But check this out. Dage will always find a new place that you have never been to.
I like
in
that.
this space.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you can find it. You know, like you can find it, you can talk, but if I can find something new, then you can. Yeah. But I'm also I'm not just running around. If somebody's doing a party there, I'm never going to do a party there. Yeah. So it's like I have a place that I go to and I throw a party there, and that's where you get Dage from. Yeah. You know, but I'm not like a guy that's just like I have to do this and do this, and if I see somebody like, if I see another promoter, he's doing his thing over there, I'm never gonna do it. You know, that's why I don't throw parties that often, because I'm like, okay, you got that spot. I'm not gonna call up the spot that you already kind of established and created and made it yours and brought the attention to. I'm never gonna do that, you know. So I think there's just not like a respect. It's like, oh, somewhere, I don't want to say names, but there's somebody that that made a spot hot. I'm like, damn, let that person. Let that person have that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. So you're Nigerian American.
Yeah.
Would that be the right way to?
I never thought about it.
Really?
Yeah.
How would you describe your like ethnic cultural background? Would you just say like I'm just Dage, or I'm an Oakland nigga, or I'm
Nigerian Oakland nigga?
For real?
Yeah, like Bay Area and Nigeria. That's like, I feel like that's what defined that's what made me who I am. Like this duality.
Yeah.
So I really be like, yeah, I'm from Oakland and Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yeah, like West Oakland, West Africa.
Dang. Yeah. All right, that's dope. How would you say that intersectionality helps you or makes you different than other people, helps you push culture?
I mean, we could take the Afrobeat thing, for example. Like, I've been prepared.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a thing. Like, WizKid is not a new concept to me. Like, I got Fell Out tatted on my leg, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is deep. And so I don't know. But also, it's like being a Nigerian in America in the 2000s is like, I know dancehall music because we didn't have our own spaces. So now, like, I can play dancehall music and I can play Afrobeat music and I can play music that will register with somebody from the ghetto.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in the ghetto.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the intersectionality of like a bunch of different cultures. And if you don't have that, you didn't really experience all these cultures.
Yeah.
Like, I literally experienced all these cultures in its purest form. So it comes out in the music, and that's why those UK motherfuckers sound like that, because they have it's a culture clash.
Yeah.
Like, I think my DJing style is more, it's like a Toronto accent. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Where it's just a mashup of like Caribbean shit, like gang culture, Afro, like patois, and like all the shit in one, because it's a melting pot in Toronto.
Yeah, because my next question with that is, because you have this intersectionality and because of where Afrobeats is today, and someone who has basically been born into the culture, do you think that there's like a level of culture appropriation happening right now with Afrobeats, with African culture, when you hear and see, you know, people wearing certain things, or events that are occurring, or things like that?
I think African people are too nice. Black people are too nice and too forgiving, and we let a lot of stuff slide. Our shit is, everything we have is for sale, and we don't value our greatness, so we don't see it as somebody from outside of our culture. So it's nothing to us. This is just WizKid. It's that. But somebody from outside of our culture is like, oh my God, WizKid.
Yeah.
This is a thing. We're not. When is the height of Afrobeat to us? We've been growing up to it. Like, Fell Out was really big. P-Square was really big. So we don't even know the height of Afrobeat music, because we've lived it the whole time.
Yeah.
The cultural appropriation part, I think that I'm not hating on nobody for falling in love with our culture, but because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like I got LA people that only listen to Bay Area music, and you gotta respect that. And that's what we want. We want our music to travel and spread, and we don't want to gatekeep our culture and not allow it to spread. And that's why Bay Area music doesn't travel as much as far as it can, because we gatekeep it so hard. But I don't think that if you're not from our blood, you should be gatekeeping now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like
it happens a lot, especially in the dance community. I'm like, because I grew up in the dance community, and I'm noticing that people in dance communities that aren't from certain cultures are now starting to gatekeep cultures that they're not from. But also, like, no one is telling them different. Like, no one is correcting them. Like, no one is telling them differently. You know, they may visit a country a million times, but like, it's different. Like when your family is feeding you a food, and this is the taste that you have in your mouth.
Yeah.
Or like, this is the school education that you had, and you had to like come home to a certain accent or a certain mother tongue.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like.
It's I love when people embrace our culture. I love that. I think it's super tight. I think it's like a highest honor, but don't tell me what I can do.
Yeah.
Like that's where it's not okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, you didn't grow up. You didn't eat fufu. You're like, you didn't
exactly.
You
like
can't really
you
tell.
don't understand.
Yeah, you don't really understand. You understand the surface level, but it's deeper. Like nigga, you can't tell me nothing if you didn't go to the club smelling like a Gucci suit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a thing. Bulldog fish and shit like that. Like we can't really.
We can have the same conversation.
We can have the same conversation.
We cannot have the same conversation.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
It just levels to this that you're not going to understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but I love that people are gravitating to our music. American people, everybody, all over the world.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to approach it from I'm not going to do what I did and my people did to the Bay Area music and try to hoard it. So do y'all thing. Just don't tell nobody.
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody that called African booty scratcher in elementary. Don't tell them what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't tell them how they should move with their culture. You know?
No.
And then it's like, it's kind of like, it's tone deaf too. It's like, these are, I don't know. I've seen some little rumblings around the Bay Area, and I'm like, nigga, this is a phrase that we use.
Listen,
this is a phrase.
It's so many levels to all the implications of different things that are happening, that I don't think that people in the Bay realize it's what conversations are really actually starting. So for me, like when I see certain things, I'm like, it is really hard to not be on a platform and like say like, hey, you know what? Like I want to go to this event or I want to go to that event because I know I'm going to get like a cultural experience. Mm-hmm. But I also want it to be clear that I can get this cultural experience because that's how I grew up, right? I'm like, it's not because like this is the only place. Like my cultural experience is because I'm attending this event, not because you're hosting it, right? Like, you know, it's also part of the audience, and so some of the times I do feel like people don't realize that they're taking away the experience from people who are actually there to have a true cultural experience because of the amount of structure and gatekeeping and competition that is trying to take place. And that's across multiple cultures. I'm not even speaking about one culture because I'm from the Caribbean.
Yeah. Nah, it's crazy. It's crazy because I got a homie that runs Donovan's yard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're not from the Caribbean, but they platform dance hall music. They did this shit when it's not popping. Dance hall was not in the at the heights, and they love dance hall.
Exactly.
And they're fighting the fight against Afro beats. You can't tell this man because he's not Jamaican that he's put in that work when it got quiet. You know what I'm saying? So I do respect it, but it's like it's a way to interact with somebody's culture. I'm not gonna throw a Bagra party because I'm not Indian. I'm gonna let y'all have that. I would love if y'all book me a DJ because I got some stuff, but I can't tell y'all really much about this. I'm just a guest, and I have to act like a guest in this culture.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And I don't know. I mean, I'm not in that scene like that. So I'll have thoughts about it, but I'm not in that scene to like speak on it. But if it was my scene, if it was like hip hop shit, I would have to say something. But it's not my fight to fight. But I do think that one, you need to support Africans and Afrobeat. You know what I'm saying? If you're a promoter, you gotta support the community, the Afrobeat community, the African community, and it has to be a two-way street. But it's like if you African, like you gotta represent, you gotta represent for your people, and you have to create an experience and shit. And if you African, I think that you have a duty to like support your people. Or if not, then you can let anybody have your culture. Then my shit's not up for sale though.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's also a fine line because to the point of like, you know, how do you make sure like everyone appreciates the culture? How do you make sure it's like a globally known thing? We saw the same thing happen with hip hop. We saw the same thing happen with dancehall and reggae, where it's just like maybe 2 Grammys ago, the Grammy Award winner for reggae was a white band over real Jamaican people. I mean, the blasphemy is real, but at the same time, like these white people are they're the ones kind of keeping reggae alive on a global level.
True.
Like
that's true, but also that is true, and I don't want to. Cause them white reggae bands, they really be going hard. They have their own fan base.
Yeah.
But that goes back into like supporting your people. Don't give them an award. You can't give them an award. I don't think they want. They're best in this culture. That shit fire. And I think there needs to be like a collaboration between the reggae artists and these people that are keeping it alive. But don't be awarding these people for something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't hate on it. And the cool part about it, like that helps the genre move forward.
Yep.
Like these outsiders do help it. Like they're outsiders, so they see it differently.
Yeah.
They present it differently because they're outsiders. They don't get it.
Yeah.
Our shit might be too true, and then this person, both person, they might not know how to interact with it. But this outsider can look at them like, let me add some raisins in the jollof, and then this is gonna be more palatable or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think the Bay Area can ever get like New York or Miami where multiple cultures are truly infused together in an event space?
Yeah. I mean, we got tech out here. So we have tech out here. We can. I've seen it before. It was at the. You just have to create it. I think we don't give the Bay enough credit for like what's out there.
Yeah.
You know, like no one just created it. Everyone just replicated what the next band did. But you can create something smaller and build it up, however you like it. You can do the Afro Bashment thing. Like I love that because Afro Bashment, they're already telling you how they coming. How they approach it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just have to start something small and set the tone of what you want this to be. You know? And if you don't set the tone, the thing is, you want to pack this shit out, and then you also want to give them some obscure shit.
Exactly.
You have to choose which one you want to do,
Yeah.
and then if you want to do some obscure shit, make it obscure and then build it out. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
So don't try to fill up the same club you did when you did hip hop.
Yeah.
Like start. I feel like Amber Lounge is a good like launch pad for like very niche sounds. You know what I'm saying?
No, Amber Lounge reminds me of what's this place in Miami we went to? Toko Koyo Toko.
I DJ'd there before.
Yeah, he DJ'd there
For
also.
real?
Like, and it's just like if you're a DJ, you want to DJ there because that's where you get to actually DJ. And then you can like test it out in a bigger crowd, right? Like,
but the thing is, Koyo Taco, you just know that they're coming in there for the vibe.
Yeah,
like
they're coming to dance.
Yeah, it'd be nice to like, oh yeah, we got a big name, but ultimately, like, you trust in Koyo Taco's programming that you know you're gonna get some fire.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aaron Kai. He did an art show there and he booked me. Like several art battles ago.
Yeah. That's a stomping ground for DJs for sure. Yeah. Okay, so it's coming towards the end of the conversation session. Any last like words, anything you want people to remember? Because what I like to do when I have a DJ on, we're gonna reconfigure this whole camera situation because I want you to get on and do a challenge that we have not discussed. We didn't discuss any questions, by the way. So like this is straight off the hip. So I'm gonna tell you the challenge, but I want to make sure, like, if anything else you wanted to say about the music industry, about anything else.
I just want to say to all the creatives, be adventurous and try new things. Try not to go so big and go small and try new things. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people's want to go so big like inhibits them to create new sounds and new spaces, you know? And I feel like everyone wants everybody to understand everything, and I think don't do stuff for everybody to understand. Do it for a small niche group of people to understand, and then it will grow. Yeah. But in the Bay Area, I just challenge every promoter and DJ to like create new shit, create new spaces, because and don't piggyback off of each other. You know, find your own space, and I challenge everybody to respect that. If that girl or man got that place popping, like, let them have that spot. And then if he got this popping, you let them have that spot. And, you know, like, and people know what they're getting themselves into. Yeah. You know, like, we don't have any destination clubs out here.
That's a fact.
You can't go in any club in the Bay Area, in the East Bay, and know what type of music you're going to get. Only place, and I tell Mac this all the time, is, what's that shit called? The African place.
Zanzi?
Nope. AU Lounge. That's the only place in Oakland you can go in there. You know what type of music you get. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everywhere else is just like, it's the promoter's game.
Because it's promoter programming at that point in time, right? So. I actually thought about two more questions, and I'm gonna ask it in this order on purpose. DJ to watch in the Bay Area. Which DJ are you like looking forward to seeing grow?
Amel, she's the best out. She's the hardest in the Bay Area right now. Amel is like next level. Yeah. I would say watch out for Ladies First. Okay. Ladies First is it's a women's DJ collective and it's like a DJ school. And everybody out of that collective is fire. This is one girl that is raw dog that somebody put me up, that Sloan put me up on. Let me find her stuff right here.
You know, the funny thing is, I asked you that question first because my second question to you was gonna be.
Hold on. Let me tell you this girl name. She raw. Oh fuck. Hold on. Chameleonaire. Yeah.
All right. Emil and Chameleonaire. So.
Yeah, and Darling Cool too.
And Darling Cool. All right.
And Papa for Slim.
Dang.
I'm sorry. You said 3 or 2.
I said 1.
Oh.
No, but I'm happy you said that because my follow-up question on purpose, I ask you in that order, is what do you think about the female DJ movement right now happening in the Bay and globally? Because I recognize that you really do support women DJs, and I love that. Yeah. Right? Like I recognize it from a distance. So I already knew you were gonna say a woman.
Yeah.
Like before you even said anything, I knew you were gonna say a woman.
Real?
Yeah. Because it's important, especially in today's day and age with TikTok and like social media, blah blah blah. Like there's a lot of internet DJs. But I also want to separate like social media DJs versus like actual DJs. And like when you hear especially women DJs like do turntable stuff, it's a different level of appreciation. You people are no longer remember that this is a woman DJ. Like this is just a DJ.
But women ain't coming to the party to look cool.
Yeah.
So the DJing from a party, like you want to make women dance.
Yeah.
If this woman dancer is the DJing, you're getting dance.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they always just they just know the pocket of like what's going to speak to the audience. Because if all else fails, just play something for the ladies.
Yeah.
But they already know what they want to hear.
Exactly.
So I think they have an upper hand on us in terms of like music selection. And I don't know, the women just, I think they just get it right now.
Yeah.
Like they get it, and it's not intentional. Like I don't favor women.
Yeah.
They just raw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just tight.
I love that. Yeah. That's a perfect ending. All right, so DJ challenge. I do this with every DJ that comes on. I'm gonna give you 2 options of a challenge. Wordplay or 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna go with 4, 3, 2, 1 because I'm not good with wordplay.
Okay.
Whatever that is, I know I'm not good.
4, 3, 2, 1. It's actually 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got 5 minutes to play 4 genres of music, right? On with 3 different techniques. So it could be like you scratch it in.
I'm not a good mixer, but I'm not good. I'm just gonna.
You can select. You can play effect. So you could choose.
Okay.
So you have three things to choose from. Dang, I forgot how I did it for all the other DJs.
5 genres.
5 minutes, 4 genres. 3.
What if I did? No, I got it. I think
I'm gonna just leave it there.
Okay.
We gonna leave the 2-1 because I forgot what 2-1 was.
5 minutes, 4 genres.
3 effects. Three things.
Okay.
Three unique things. It doesn't have to be effects. It could be mixing, scratching, effects.
I'm gonna just get my laptop and try to figure this out.
That means, Mr. Producer, you gotta reconfigure the space.
Well, I need the time. I just need like 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
No, hold on. Let me.
Y'all keep talking while I do this too.
Nah.
Y'all keep talking while
I feel like I might have to DJ for 5 minutes while he figure it out.
I don't DJ that often, so I DJ very sparingly. You know, so I'm not like the most prepared guy.
You don't have to be the most prepared. You have how many years of experience?
been inconsistent the whole.
You hear how you slide that in? He said you carry the one, but then have to subtract another. To subtract the two. That is funny. Oh my God. Okay, this configuration didn't work the way I thought it would.
It didn't work the way I thought it was going to work because I didn't set certain things up the way I should have. I did it out of order.
You did it out of order.
I did it out of order.
And the fans are waiting.
And the fans are waiting. Okay, the fans are there.
The fans are there.
The fans are fanning.
The fans are
It's
fanning.
well with the fans.
Oh.
At least Serrato's already open.
Okay, that's a start. That is a good start. And we're gonna help you out because we have an adjustable table for the height. So however tall you are.
Okay.
Not the okay, like you sound stressed.
I low-key am.
By the way, Coco failed the challenge. So if you were concerned about, a success rate, you basically have a 50-50 chance of succeeding. Coco failed, My Motion succeeded. So it's
My Motion and Coco are next. That's like me and My Motion. He is like different. We shouldn't be subject to the same standards as My Motion. Okay. Hold on, let me find one more.
Oh Lord. People gonna be upset with me because I gave you a slight little prep time. Coco gonna be like, I didn't get 1 minute of prep time. I had to use Prince's computer.
Nobody wants to play off of my computer.
No.
He's okay.
It is okay. It is well.
It's okay. It's well.
Ooh, found something else.
Okay. I'm gonna get out your way.
Hold on.
This is good. And we gonna find a way to get this. We've been struggling with YouTube. YouTube keep finding us with our streaming rights.
For real?
Yeah. But we have the content for the people. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Woo!
Not you being here. You have a whole stand if you need it. Don't be nervous.
I am nervous. You can't tell me not to be nervous. It's already happening.
Telling me not to be nervous is making me nervous.
Can I plug this up somewhere?
Yes.
And then, boom, straight in.
Let's get the camera back on.
I gotta charge it for you on this side. Charge it for you.
Yes. Don't be nervous.
Where do I want to start? Sheesh.
Don't worry. I am right here with a countdown. And if you lose, you can always come back on the podcast.
Can you put me on these two?
Yes. 1 and 2?
Yeah.
One and two.
Oh, can't give you that.
You ready?
No. Hold on. Oh, I gotta plug this in. This will help.
I don't see. We need camera action.
Here we go.
There. All right.
I gotta figure out how I want to come. That's how I want to start off.
You know, this is just us. This is family, yo.
Man.
Like.
I've never heard this fake Nigerian accent in my life.
I like it.
This is. I'm trying to make him comfortable, okay? I'm trying to make him feel like he's at home.
Yo, new level unlocked.
Trying to make him feel like he's at home.
Right.
Are you ready?
I think so.
5 minutes.
Hold on. Okay. Can you hear it?
Yeah. Not really.
More vibes.
There we go.
Oh, but it don't hear this.
The cue is in.
Oh.
That was just a.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Oh, I gotta plug it up.
Oh, you need power.
Oh, I can plug it up over here. I'm close.
Oh,
I'm close now. Oh, that's sweet.
These stalling techniques will not last. These stalling techniques will not last.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, bet.
Oh, I can start?
Yeah. Right now.
More vibes.
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Ghost. So we are coming here with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reaping, we coursing on for the. Oh, in our rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to. Can't put blessings all over my life and we thank God for the journey, the earnings, the rest for the block.
More vibes.
love me, me a the vet. Sensima, why they for Benzema? Why you want it all? I'm Sensima. This line dance with the dance, I'm doing this thing, you do it. Oh, go. Why you wanna do me wrong thing? Shut up and not so ego. Why did they do me something?
More vibes.
Why did they do me wrong thing? Shut up and not so ego. Why did they do me something?
I employ these niggas. They be grown men, but I little boy these niggas. Want the cookie, so I got the chips ahoy these niggas. But I never iPhone, Android these niggas. Use rubbers with them, I don't ever roar these niggas. More money than a mama, son, all these niggas. I ain't shopping, but it's like I gotta store these niggas. Put them on timeout and never call these niggas. Pussy like girls, damn, is my pussy gay? It's a holiday, play with my pussy gay.
Yeah, 1 minute left.
Oh yeah.
Let's put together the bosses from their areas so we can really show y'all how this shit go, man. Look, I got the north, got the east, got the west with me. So I suggest you niggas don't mess with me. Nigga, be cool, cause you don't wanna squabble. Cause we can do the fool, but you don't want a problem. Put that on something, I put that on fathers. Put that on something, I put that on mamas. Put that on something, I put that on grandcitas. You run up on me and you can...
Tengo un novio que es mujeriego, me cojo todo y lo quiero con él. Y tengo un padre que se empatilla y se tranca en la cabaña con su mujer. Una mañana de sin cartera, la invito a fumar weed. Cuando le subió la nota, le dio la gota y gritaba así.
Listen. I didn't. You were nervous, but I did give you 2 minutes to prepare.
Yeah.
But you definitely killed that challenge. You killed that challenge.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to tell my motion that you actually one up him on that challenge.
Come on! My motion, you heard it.
I'm gonna have to tell my motion you one upped him on that challenge. So that was dope. That was dope. I honestly, I didn't realize you had so many mashups. Like,
I made all of them.
that is, for the person in the back behind the camera, please release your mashups immediately. This is a calling.
We need now. The mashup is important, especially because these mashups are it's not expressing nothing. It's not telling a story. It's like, dog, a hot song over a hot song.
Exactly. Yeah.
I feel like with the mashups, it's like taking a hot song that you remember, you forgot about, and putting it with a new song from a different genre, different, like, I don't know, just like make it make sense. It just doesn't make. It doesn't. I don't. A lot of the mashups I see on the internet is like it doesn't make sense to mash it up. There's no art in that, especially when it's just a button.
Yeah. So one last question before we leave. You were nervous, and you said this a couple times. You get nervous.
Mm-hmm.
After how many years of doing this, how come you still get nervous doing this?
Because it's just like the challenge that you gave me. It's like that's the challenge that I feel like I go into when I go to the club. You know, like I'm never like totally confident about anything. I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill this.
Yeah.
You know, I think every time I was winning it, like feeling comfortable, I never like excelled. But when I'm like nervous, I'm always nervous every time. Like every time you ever see me DJ, I've been nervous.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then I get in the rhythm, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you got it, dog. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'll start off like free, you know?
Yeah. So, last question: what do we have to look forward to in 2024 from you?
Everything, man. I'm doing everything at the same time. I'm trying to create. I have new spaces that no one ever seen.
Okay.
Yeah. I have like 4 new spaces, and that I'm going to activate. We're looking out for Brown Sugar.
Okay.
We're looking out for. I'm on a DJ rampage now.
I like that.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm accepting gigs. Like I go into a space where I'm accepting gigs and I'm not accepting gigs.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
I think I've disconnected from like the DJ scene
Yeah.
enough that I'm like, okay, I can reapproach it with like a clear head and from a better space, like a more positive space, you know?
Yeah. And this is just for my own personal wanting to know. You're doing all this. You're doing DJing, events, creative director. You're in the political scene, and you have a family. How are you balancing all of this stuff at the same time?
I'm just family first, and then everything else I can fit in after that. I'm doing it, you know. It's like, and when raising like a child, you want to keep thriving.
Yeah.
You know, like what was good for Dage last year or 2 years ago, it's not good enough anymore. So you want to keep striving for more and keep achieving. And like even with the open stuff, it's like I want to raise my child here. So I want to I want to help this place look like I want to see it.
Yeah.
So everything is about family. Like even me taking gigs. It's like it's escape. Okay, I'm gonna go to a gig and then do this shit and then come back home and be daddy. Like I think that's fun for me.
Yeah, you know?
Like my kid, he don't care about no DJ and stuff. He don't care about nothing. So it's cool. Like it's a cool balance. It's fun. And having a child and a family just motivates you to want to do more.
Yeah.
Some people would like make some like, oh, I just gotta do this, but I don't know. My dad is a creative thing. He always painted and stuff like that. He's a painter, so he did this while having a family, 4 kids. So this is nothing. Like the stuff I got in my brain that I want to do, you're gonna like, actually, how did you have time to do that? But man, it's just Nigerian spirit. Like you just have to keep working and working and working. And
that Nigerian spirit is real, man. Y'all be having 10 jobs.
Yeah.
I say y'all, I'm half Nigerian, but like it be a real thing. Like
it's never enough. But like I feel like before I had a family, I used to chill.
Yeah.
Oh, I get enough. But now with a family, it's never enough.
Grind
like,
don't stop.
Yeah. Like you can't even save enough money with a child. You just have to keep saving and stacking. And also, it's important, like even as a father, even with my wife, like making sure that you feed who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to still feed the Dage.
Yeah.
You know, you obviously the parent, being a parent is not an option.
Yeah.
But you still have to feed who you are.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people don't realize that. Yo, you're somebody, and you still have to like nurture that spirit too.
I love that. That's a great way to end the show.
I really like this.
Thank you for coming. No, you did fantastic. I'm so happy you came. Just for people that don't know, we are not that close. I literally was like, I want him on the show. But I feel like now we're close forever.
We for sure. Like your energy is
Thank you.
Thank you. The first time I met you, I'm like, damn, it's like my cousin or something.
Nah, that's how it should be.
For real.
All right, I appreciate you for coming on, and we gonna do these edits right.
We're gonna do these edits. I got some more stuff too, but
all right.
I don't know if they're ready.
Mr. Producer, we good?
We good.